I tell you, you can buy something for 10 cedis, about 100 cedis.
Sometimes they'll try to fool you. They'll tell you an insult means beautiful.
I come see that it was funny to me because I'm saying, they sure this is the Ghanaian national team? I didn't know Americans played for Ghana. Now, the next thing is, you will notice that they have jackets on.
Oh my God.
And
yes.
it was just, it is a special place. It's like no other place, you know, and I love Nigeria. I also love Ghana. And to have been there and to know, like, you know, the culture.
For staying consistent with the hard work he's doing for Ghana. And the rest of the government officials, like the what's it called, the Minister of Communication, where they go there, that man where the head is shine like my own.
Charlie, so in today's video, I have a Zambian, a Tanzanian, and a Zimbabwean sharing their experiences living and schooling in Ghana, KNUST to be precise. They are actually sharing a couple of things, and the video that I picked this from, I will share the full video in the comment section or the description so that you can click on the video, go and watch. And also I have other foreigners who are currently living in Ghana, and some also visited, and they are doing what, sharing their wonderful experience living here in Ghana. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. You don't lose anything by liking. Just give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share.
I was Googling everything about Ghana. What do Ghanaians wear? How do Ghanaians look like? I had this image like Ghana is a magical place like USA or something like that.
At the airport, I almost felt like, oh, I was going to go back, Charlie.
For most, they see me as Ghanaian until I speak.
You don't get time to actually have fun. When you are doing something, you are sacrificing your time for studies.
So far, I'd say the greatest journey has been making friends.
I didn't know that I could do a lot of things until I came to KNUST.
Everyone just studies, like, right from the start.
People will be like, okay, please, what is your name? And I'll be like, is it necessary to add the please? I've never even seen someone preparing flyers for someone that died, or I've never seen that.
When you come here, you hear that $1 is approximately equal to 10 Ghana cedis. You think that you have a lot of fun.
I'll be saying campus, and someone will be, what is campus? It's campus. And I'll be like, okay, campus. And I'll be laughing about it. Actually, no, it's campus.
When you go to the market and you try to use this accent of your own as an international student, I tell you, you can buy something for 10 cedis, about 100 cedis.
Sometimes they'll try to fool you. They'll tell you an insult means beautiful.
I come from Zambia. We have a lot of wildlife, but funny enough, I haven't seen any back in Zambia.
It's funny that you can sleep outside, you will not feel any cold. You will meet somebody 15 years old, 16 years old, is at university. That doesn't happen in my country.
Right now, I can say I have met friends from Germany. I've met people from Cameroon, from Tanzania, from Zimbabwe, which I wouldn't have done if I was in my country.
And don't be shy. You're in Ghana, it's Ghana foods. Try to learn their language. Go out if you can, but be safe.
I was friends with Boris Kojo.
Boris, yeah, he was here.
And so Boris and Nicole were thinking about coming to Ghana for New Year's that year, but Boris hadn't been in a very long time. His kids had never been. Nicole had never been, but his father is Ghanaian. And so I was talking to Boris. I was like, yo, there's nothing holding you back. Like, come on. So they had an invitation to host. It was like the soccer or something, like football association, something. And so I was like, no, yeah, exactly. Have them send you.
Yeah.
And then let's spend New Year's together. Yeah. So they come. Nicole's clothes don't even make it because, you know, us and our luggage.
Yeah, right.
So she even has to borrow my clothes. Like, and this is like the start of our real friendship. And Boris comes and I'm like, I'm going to have a meeting with the president. I think it'd be important for you to represent entertainers and, you know, because I'm representing the business community and I have a marketing mind, but you're like an actor. So I think you should come with me. So he comes, he sits in the lobby because I don't ask permission to bring a guest with me to the president's office. So I'm in there, I'm having the meeting with the president. I'm giving him the plan for now what will be going into 2018. And at the end of the meeting, I'm like, sir, I have some friends in the lobby that I would love for you to meet. You know, Boris Kojo, his dad is Ghanaian. He's since passed, but he's trying to connect back to Ghana. And I would love for him to say hello. And he was like, oh, bring him. So Boris comes in, Nicole, the kids we're out here with the president. We're just having a great time. And when we came back, Boris, of course, lived in LA at the time. And so when he came back, I was like, let's get this thing together. Like, how do we invite 100 people who we personally know? We'll take them through my experience of New Year's in Ghana which is like, you know, let's go to a dinner, eat some really good food. Let's go to the club. Let's like go watch some great music. Let's end at the beach, you know, like Labadi Beach, and call in the dawn. Let's like do that. And then let's just bring 100 people with us who can talk about this and show them a good time. And that was 2018. Wow. And people were like, Ghana, that's a new place. So by the time 2019 hit, which was the year of return, we were already ready to go. So the mission, the president asked me if we could double the amount of visas. So at that time it was about 40,000 visas a year were applied to come to Ghana. And he said he wanted to double it in 2 years. And I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to do that. But I was like, sure, yes. Let me figure out the plan. And coming into 2020, we hit 1 million. A million visas.
Dang.
So
what was the strategy behind that?
Oh man. Well, because the thing is, like, I was like, wait, look, like you got to mix some of the serious, like, you know, my ancestors and feeling very connected to the soil with the good time. And then you also got to tell me that I belong here. Like you got to make me feel that way. So the policy, which now is like, you can get your citizenship, that was born out of that moment. Which is just like, and the president said it beautifully. You know, he was like, look, I don't need your ancestry, DNA tests and all of that. He was like, if you're black, then you're from here. Boom. Wow. He was like, so I don't need proof. All you need to do is just come and apply. Wow. And then it was like, you know, citizenship was being handed out, and it was fantastic.
Do you think this will help to bridge the gap between African Americans and Africans? Because there's always been a little bit of that, and I call it misunderstanding. Because of the cultural differences, because of the lack of education on both sides.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yes.
The lies.
Yes, thank you.
The lies.
The
propaganda. It is not even about cultural differences, because go to New Orleans.
Right.
And show me some food. That reminds you of food that you've had in Nigeria. You know, show me some customs, some religions, some belief systems.
Dances and
oh my God,
you're like, what?
Harken right back to the continent. So it's not about a cultural difference. It's just lies.
Propaganda.
That we've been told. So we're like, oh, you know, they don't like you.
Right.
By the way, they sold you. So you can't trust them. Those people.
Right.
And so we're believing them. Like, we're all just going to believe them and let them tell the story. How you know that we sold you? Because a white man told you we did that?
Right.
And you just gonna believe him?
Well, they trained us to believe him.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you would never question it. So it's a lot of propaganda that, of course, still permeates our cultural understandings. But for me, I'm like, hey, look, and this is what I always tell people who come to Ghana with me, right? Because I've continued bringing people. I mean, the last group that I brought, even just last year, was 120 people or so. And I'm like, the only thing I want you to do is have a great time and then go tell everybody. Tell everybody you know how wonderful it was here. That's all I asked.
It was the very first country before I even went to Nigeria. I went to Ghana first, and shout out to my high school teacher. She was, or actually our counselor, Beverly Silverstein, and she thought that was important. You know, schools do these trips sometimes. You go to Washington D.C., you go to San Francisco, you go to New York, and she says, I want to do this differently. And she got the community behind, and we were the first group from Crenshaw High School to go to Ghana. And
That's
it was
crazy.
It changed my life. My uncle drove from Nigeria to come see me. That was the first time I ever met my mom's brother.
Oh my God.
It was a trip, like even of all of us together, 30 something years or 30 years like, 30 years since high school. Wow. Anyways, I'm longer. Since high school. And it just really it really had an impact, and I never forgot it, from the castle, you know, to going to the capital, to taking the drive to Kumasi.
Oh my God.
And it was just, it is a special place. It's like no other place, you know, and I love Nigeria. I also love Ghana, and to have been there and to know, like, you know, the culture and the richness in Ghana.
And by the way, I am very Pan-African. You know, it's in my DNA. Like my father was a politician, very Pan-African, believed in one Africa.
Kwame.
You know, Kwame Nkrumah is an Nzima, okay?
Oh, he's an Nzima? Oh.
From the tribe, okay?
There it is.
Okay. So, but the idea of being able to, you know, obviously it's like competition is fun. Like, you know, we do that in a fun way, but also like, let's share the wealth.
No doubt.
So it's like, let's tell
Ghana's
people to go to Zambia. You know what I'm saying? Go to Zambia.
And
Don't even just forget Ghana and Nigeria. Go to Zambia. You know, it's like, yes, everybody goes to South Africa. Fantastic. Go to Namibia. How about
Go to
that?
Mali.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, recently the Ghanaian national team arrived to play for the soccer or football World Cup. Now, there's something that you will notice if you watch film of them arriving. And it's something that I even noticed on the plane. The one thing that I noticed was that the soccer team actually looked like Americans. You know, if you watch them, each person get off, you would think that you were looking at your cousin. Okay. It was just kind of strange to see that. It was funny to me because I'm saying, are they sure this is the Ghanaian national team? I didn't know Americans played for Ghana. Now, the next thing is you will notice that they have jackets on and the fans around them have shirts like this. Okay, so I guess the weather it might be a little bit much, I don't know. But then also you will notice on the plane when catching a flight to the United States, the Africans in general will be well covered, jackets. They wear the blankets on them because the plane is so cold. Whereas you can see that the Westerners, we don't, because it's kind of normal to us, I guess. We can withstand a lot of colder temperatures. But another thing, guys, and I want you to notice, you have a large fan base in the United States, not because you have 250,000 people from Ghana living in the United States, but you also, a few years ago, you defeated us in the World Cup tournament. When you beat us, we tend to respect you more. Okay. When you show us that you don't need us and that you can do things great without us, the United States tend to respect you a whole lot more. So let's go Ghana and let's take this World Cup championship and watch how we view you in the future. All right.
Life in Africa is beautiful. But one thing you have to know, certain things that we're not practicing at the West, we have to practice it when we come here. Patience. I mean, I have no time for them people, you know. Patience. Tolerance. Boy, I can't tolerate them. You have to have tolerance. Perseverance. But I just done this thing yesterday. I have perseverance. So, here in Africa, you can do it in a one day. It's again and again and again and again without giving up. Because the moment you give up are the moment you fear. And Mama Africa will push you to the limit. I love it.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you to His Excellency, President, General, Supreme Leader, Emperor, King John Mahama Dramani for staying with Ghanaians, for staying consistent with the hard work he's doing for Ghana. And the rest of the government officials, like the what's it called, the Minister of Communication, where they go there, that man where the head is shine like my own. You understand? God bless you guys. You guys are actually working. See, then they call definition of working. You understand? I'm not saying it because I'm a Ghanaian. I'm not a Ghanaian. I'm a Nigerian. I'm saying it as a concerned African that saw what is going on and actually decided to appreciate you for what you are doing, Your Excellency. Good work. Okay, now, Ghanaian government don't carry the Ghanaians. They don't go 2 trips. And each of the trips, they carry over 300 people to come Ghana. And guess what? Different companies are calling and saying that, okay, we want to offer jobs. I've ever the call. MTN they call. Tell us that they call. They say, okay, we don't create some place for you when it comes to job. Some big men will get company. Especially John Mahama, right? In younger brother, which is the president's younger brother, don't create about 100 jobs waiting for those people. According to what they hear, as if they drop on side plane, they hand over them money. You know, they hand over them money and also they secure job for them. That is a government that is what? That is working. That is a government that is working. Nigeria, on the other hand, they are still in the talks. See, they're still talking. And guess what? I'm not blaming Nigerian government too. On the one hand, see, it goes 2 ways, yeah? I'm not blaming the Nigerian government at all. Do you know why? Why am I blaming the Nigerian government is this. A lot of Nigerians don't want to go back to Nigeria. And to be honest with you, what do they want to go back to? Are they going back to bandits? Are they going back to kidnapping? Are they going back to, what's it called? No jobs, no job opportunity? Are they going back to empty promises? Ghana does not make promises and won't keep it. Ghanaian government will make promises and they will keep their promises. Nigerian government will make promises and they don't keep it. The last, what they call them, the last xenophobic attack will happen. With the way the Nigerians go to Nigeria, how much they give them? I used to give them 10,000 naira and a SIM card. That's it. 10,000 naira for Ghana cedi, that's equivalent to about 100 cedis or 150 cedis at that time. You understand? So a lot of Nigerians, I say they're not coming back to Nigeria. They rather stay there and fight and die. Because of what? Because they don't can't trust our government. And now this is advantage of a government that is working. Look at Nigerian government, for example. It is not working. Okay, Ghana government is working, for example. When they say Africa must go, the Ghanaian government did not hesitate to send a plane to go and pick their citizens and bring them back, give them a job, give them money. Nigeria should do the same. You understand? Me, I'm very, very realistic here. I'm not trying to compare between both countries. I'm just trying to see, because Nigeria and Ghana, they are almost like they got independent around the same time. If they want to compare, Nigeria and Ghana is the best country to compare to each other, because you want to compare to America. America has had independence over 200 years ago. That's not realistic to compare Nigeria and America, or Nigeria and British. British, the last time they were conquered was 1,000 years ago. That was since that time they have gotten the independence. Over 1,000 years ago, then they were conquered over by French. Since then, they don't become their own independence. So you cannot compare any African country to England. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Nigeria and Ghana is like a fair country you can compare to each other. I'm not trying to compare in a bad way, but to compare and say this can work in this country. This can actually work in this country too. Why not? You don't understand? So, well, let's just keep praying for Nigerian government. And let's keep praying for Nigerians that are over there. Because if now me safe, this is South Africa, I promise I will come back. I no go come back to waiting now. Here the last time when they evacuate Nigerians from South Africa, what did they do for them? That's number one. Number two, is it a country that kidnapped 42 children within inside bush, where they not see release, where they beheaded 5 teachers, they beheaded 1 and left with 4. Now go back to. Is it in Nigeria that you see the villages now? Yeah, they're not evacuating their village. A village that contains about 3,000 people. That 3,000 people evacuate the city because of the village, because of waiting, because of bandits. Is it that same village I will now go back to? Do you understand what I'm saying? So being a Nigerian in this period is tough, my brother. Being a Nigerian is tough. So wherever you find yourself as a Nigeria, behave yourself, because if they make you pack your load, they go. Where you want to go? Now Nigeria, you won't go like that. And this Nigeria, you won't go. No, now. So wherever you find yourself as a Nigerian, behave yourself, abide by the law, obey the rule and regulation, stay away from trouble. The person even match your leg, say, oh, sorry, bossu. Or go to the police and report.
Hey guys, as you can see, I'm really happy. Recently, I was planning to visit Ghana for my vacation. Then I went to Ghana consulate to follow up on that. From there, I came to know that we have to apply for visa. Then we have to go to the consulate again. A lot of process, blah, 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 blah. You know? So one day I was sitting in my room. Then my husband told me that Ghana government, they have launched a new visa application platform for the foreigners, e-visa. So on 1st of June, we have applied for my visa. And on 2nd of June, within 48 hours, I got my visa. Me bagana.
Well, I eat mostly Ghanaian food.
Okay.
Almost every day. My mom's at my house right now with some red and fried plantain.
Okay.
That's the
Oh yeah, and the stew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But what are we talking about? Yesterday I had eba and corned beef stew.
I had eba yesterday.
Did you? You know what I mean?
I went to a Duke, when I come from the airport, starving.
Yeah.
And I went, a Duke this is right by the airport.
Uh-huh.
It's right by the airport. I love it too, because the dude there is rude as hell. I know it's going to be good.
Perfect.
He's
Exactly.
he's
You
like,
know it's going to be
this is professional.
incredible.
What do you want?
Exactly.
Okay. That's
Right.
professional. Yeah, he just doesn't. And
maybe he has it, maybe he doesn't.
Right. I had a goosey, and goat, and everybody was like in heaven.
Yeah. But I think wache maybe is my favorite Ghanaian dish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like rice and peas in Caribbean culture, right?
Yeah.
With like some red stew, goat.
That's all. That's very Jamaican. That's why Jamaicans
But then
connect
somehow
to
we put
Ghana.
some spaghetti on there. I don't know where the spaghetti came from.
I don't know where they
Some Italian
Did the spaghetti show up? And you know, look, I'm going to make fun of my own people, a boiled egg.
A boiled egg.
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean,
You and I think Somalians. They throw a boiled egg in there.
love a boiled
and
egg.
spaghetti. Somalians have spaghetti too, and a banana. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah, I don't know
Have
about
you
that.
ever done it with the moi moi, the boiled eggs inside of
Moi moi. Oh yeah,
really?
definitely boiled eggs and moi moi.
Oh,
Sure.
I've never
you had
done
to-
that.
you had
Oh,
moi moi before?
I've had moi moi before, but never.
With boiled, my mother would have
egg.
boiled egg. Yep.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah,
That's
boiled
good.
eggs,
That's
yeah.
good.
You cut that
Yes.
thing down the middle.
Let me tell you. Oh, yeah. No, but from early, I mean, I have a photo of I was like probably 5 and I was standing on a stool at the stove cooking.
So
they
you
got
know
you.
a lot.
Right.
So you know a lot about food, and what I love about you is, I've just been kind of researching and just really kind of, seeing you throughout the years, and I'm going, you keep it real.
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna get right into it.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Who has the best jollof rice?
Stop it. I mean,
Ghana
what are we
or
even
Nigeria?
doing?
Okay, so she knows it's Nigeria.
No,
So-
she doesn't believe that.
yeah.
No.
Wait, no.
You know
said-
what? I'm going to say this, and it's going to be very controversial.
Okay.
Okay. I believe Ghanaians have the best jollof because that's how I've grown up. But if we're being objective, we got to give it to the Senegalese.
Senegal wins.
All right.
Senegal wins.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I eat a lot of Senegalese
let's
food.
get out of the
But hold on.
competition.
I've never had it. So
Oh.
I've had Ghanaians. I've had
You're about to
Nigerian.
find out.
But ours
I've
is the
never had
long
Senegal.
You're about to
grain.
find out.
Our jollof is long grain. They got these tiny. I do tibujen, tibuyap. I've eaten Senegal.
Hello.
I was trying to talk.
A
Y'all
pro
just
out
keep
here.
yapping
This
and
is a
shit.
professional.
So when I lived in Harlem,
Yeah.
I would go to a Senegalese restaurant right down the street every day.
Little Senegal.
And
Up in
there's a
Harlem.
lot of them in Harlem, so I would eat it every
Yes.
tibujen, tibuyap, sort. I would eat it.
Did you have
And
the authentic one with all the? Because it's like a whole bunch.
You know how
of
I had the authentic one? Because the place had mixed mac furniture.
Yes, exactly.
It
That's how
wasn't
you know.
matching, so I knew this was
That's right.
authentic.
Some of them have placemats.
They'd be like,
some of them
"Brother,
don't.
how are you?" And I
the
go,
placemat is laminated.
"Yeah, the placemat is, dude, it looks like an apartment."
That's right. You're
And the
right.
music's playing from Senegal, like if you know who Baba Mal is. Baba
Right,
Mal is very
right.
famous Senegalese.
Come on.
And I was like, oh yeah, and the Senegalese people are cooking the food.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
taking forever.
Oh, my
yes,
God.
you're in the right place.
Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ghana. And in Ghana, we welcome you, we say Akwaba. And you respond Medase. So when I say Akwaba, Akwaba means welcome. When I say Akwaba, you respond Medase. Akwaba. Thank you very much. My name is Abeku. Abeku, I'm a Wednesday born. Ghana, we are named after the day that you're born. I come from the coastal part of Ghana, the central region to be precise, where the early Europeans settled in the early 14th century. I am the Deputy Chief Executive Officer for the Ghana Tourism Authority. And on behalf of Prophet, Bishop Samson Amwating, House of Miracle Ministries, we welcome you to Ghana, your motherland. We say motherland because Ghana is the gateway to Africa, and we are the only country on the African continent that for more than 600 years ago, black people, Africans, were sent into the diaspora. And I say the diaspora, I'm talking about America, the Caribbean, and across the world. So Ghana is home to all Africans or people of African descent. If it's your first time in Ghana, once again, welcome. Feel at home because there's no difference between you and the indigenes here. Apart from your accent and probably the language that you don't speak, nobody can tell that you are not a Ghanaian. So you might be surprised. People will meet you and they might call you, hello auntie, hello uncle, hello sister. They think because you are part of us. So don't be surprised. You'll get some cultural shocks, like you go to places and people want to call you that, hey, Obroni. I say Obroni like you're a foreigner because of your accent, but don't be, perturbed, or don't be worried. We are very warm, friendly, and very culturally sensitive people. We're brought up, very well to show respect. And as I'm speaking with you, because I have aunties and elders here, I need to take off my hat as a sign of respect. We don't greet with our left hand, but if you're a left-handed person, that's okay. You don't receive items with your left hand. It's a taboo in some cultures. Predominantly, it's a taboo. Ghana is a multicultural ethnic society. We have different ethnic groups, different dialects, but predominant languages spoken are Twi, which is spoken by the Akan people, Twi, spoken by the Akan people, Ga, spoken by the indigenes of Accra, Hausa, spoken by those in the northern part of Ghana, and Dagomba, and other languages in the country. But Twi is the most predominant language. So Medase is Twi, which is spoken by the Akans. We're looking forward to tomorrow to have a cultural immersive night entertainment to give you a proper cultural welcome night at Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, which is Ghana's first president who gained independence for us, his iconic memorial park and mausoleum. That is where you're going to have your welcome or Akwaba night. Music, food, dance, and then Prophet Bishop Samson Amoateng will welcome us. I know you also have on the itinerary, you visit Cape Coast Castle to see where the slaves were kept before they were sent into the diaspora. It's going to be a bit of emotional shock to you. Build yourself up for that shock. But today, we're happy that the door that was closed many centuries ago now is open. You can come back home. So once again, on behalf of Prophet Bishop Samson Amoateng and the entire family of House of Miracle Ministries here in Ghana, we welcome you to Ghana, Accra, which is the capital. It's been drizzling. We are in the rainy season. June is rainy season, but not heavy torrential rain. So it rains maybe like an hour or two, and you're safe. So enjoy your stay in Ghana, have fun, and then give back the feedback to our brothers and sisters, our aunties and uncles in America who have not visited Ghana to come, because everybody is coming to Ghana, because we are the most peaceful, stable, democratic society in Africa. We are the first country to gain independence from the European colonial masters in sub-Saharan Africa. Next year will be 70 years that Ghana gained independence from the colonial masters. And our independence was inspiration to many African countries, including Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Gambia. And our president, the first president, was a founding member of the Organization of African Unity. And he said, and I quote, "The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it's linked up with the total liberation of Africa." You will see or find W.E.B. Du Bois, who also fought with Marcus Garvey, and then other freedom civil rights activists like George Padmore. Their memorial site and museums are all in Accra. William Du Bois naturalized to become a Ghanaian, so his tomb is here. So Ghana and America has a long-standing relationship. So it's a welcome home. Feel at home, enjoy our delicious cuisines. I present to you Cecilia, who feel at home, enjoy your stay, have fun, and carry great memories back to America. Thank you so much.
Let me tell you guys here, one problem that I'm having with Ghanaians. This is just only problem that I'm having with them. You see, as a man, you will see a Ghana girl, you will love this girl. You will be like you love her, maybe you want to marry her, you want to date her. just because that you're a Nigerian, she will be looking you somehow, because of the things that is happening in Nigeria. She will be like, hey, Nigerians are killing people. Nigerians, no, I heard that you people are killing people. You people are eating human body. I heard that you people are doing this, you people are doing that. You understand? You don't blame them, because most of the times, you see, the things that is happening on social media, when they kill people, they make videos and show everywhere, so most of them, they believe that all Nigerians are like that. So it is very, very hard for you as a Nigerian to convince a Ghana girl, to tell her that you are not like that, or you don't do something like that. You understand? But now let me tell you, that is not my problem. Now let me tell you the problem. You see, when you later come, make money in Ghana, then you decided to go back to Nigeria and get married. So when you bring your wife back now to Ghana, so Ghanaians will be like, you people, when you come to Ghana, you don't marry Ghanaians. When you make money, you go back to your country and marry from your country. But when you people will be, chopping Ghana girls, but when you want to marry, then you go to Nigeria and marry. It's not that we don't love Ghana girls. It's not that we don't admire them. It's not that we don't want to marry them. But they don't easily agree with us. They don't easily like, not that they don't like us, but, to convince them because of the things that they have seen on social media, in internet that is happening in Nigeria. So it is very, very hard to convince them. So, but when you go marry, and there will be people will be angry that you make money in Ghana, then you went to your country and marry, and also go back to your country and build house, something like that. So now, who is to be blamed? You want to marry, but they don't want to marry you because of the things that they're seeing on social media. But when you go back to Nigeria and marry and come back to Ghana, they will say that you have leave Ghanaian girls and go back to Nigeria and marry Nigerian girls. So who is to be blamed?
It's actually beautiful to see other African nationals coming into Ghana to school and basically live a very simple and peaceful life in Ghana. And when it comes to Ghana and some of the universities that we have, especially the public universities, I think most Africans that actually come into Ghana to school are Nigerians, because for them they are much more closer. There are schools that you will go, and most of the foreigners there, I would say 50 to 70% are Nigerians. So you might think it's only Nigerians that probably come here to even school, but there are actually a lot. Tanzanians, Zimbabweans, as you saw in the video, everybody comes here to school, especially in our big universities, that's the KNUST and also Legon. When you go there, they actually have a hall dedicated for diasporans. So that is diaspora hall. You have all nationalities there. So that's how it is. You have a lot of people coming from other countries, also schooling in other universities and all that, scattered all over Ghana. So hey, when it comes to people coming from other countries schooling in Ghana, it's like they are a lot. They are here a lot, plenty of them are here. And the Nigerian praising Ghana government and the Ghana president, Charlie, this is something that we like, everybody's just praising him, because Charlie, what they have done, clearly you could hear from the people that actually came, I think over 900 of them, almost 1,000. All of them are saying the same thing. They appreciate so much. It's not like they just brought them to Ghana and they just left them. They gave them things that could support them, help them reintegrate into the Ghanaian community or society again. So Charlie, this is a very beautiful thing. Thank you so much for watching.